Good evening, everyone. Finally, well, I'm live. Finally, it's been a journey. Um, you know, salute. Thank you, everyone. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, everyone. You know, I'm making a quick, not a quick, but I'm going to make my first presentation. Being on this channel. Um, I want to discuss about articles, newspaper clippings, uh, you know what I mean? Things of that nature, growing up, you know? And I remember being in my first article in a newspaper, fighting as a kid, growing up in the Golden Gloves. And I used to take these articles out newspaper and cut them out and hold them like they was trophies. Even if I win, even if I lost, I still held my articles as a trophy. Yeah, win or lose. I was in the papers. I was happy, even if I lost. I was happy that I was in the newspaper that fighting certain people, you know, in the National Golden Gloves when I was young. You know, um, as things progressed, you know, I became, uh, you know, I always was, fighting in the streets, and then I always was in the streets, doing things, that growing up teaches you to do. Your mother raised you to some point to extent, but you in those streets as a child, your mind is completely distracted, and we always against what our moms tell us and our father tell us, and we go a lot of times against their words, and we remain to go in the streets. So, I was one of those dudes that went in the streets, you know? And what I want to touch on is that, I had a lot of friends, that I grew up with, you know? But I was very, I was very isolated as a young kid. My mom kept me in front of the building. Other kids played around the building. They could move about around the building. My mom used to sit in a sixth floor apartment building and watch me outside, ride my bike in the circles and shit, you heard? They ride a bike in the circles while other kids went across the street, went around the block, and, I didn't have that freedom. I didn't. I didn't have that liberty. I didn't have that liberty. My mom was very strict, and it was a single mom that raised me and my sister at the time. So, what I mean? We know with that said, man, there were stories about, um, like my PJs, you know what I'm saying? You got Brownsville houses, and like couple blocks up, you got Langston Hughes. And you know what I mean? That's in the front of us. And then on the side of us, you got Van Dyke. Then on the other side of us, you got Tilden projects, and these were bigger projects. It was weird because these projects was, let's say Brownsville houses was in the middle. Our projects, buildings, there was only 6 stories. And all the other projects around us that surrounded us was at least 15 stories high. So we was like encaved. You know what I mean? So when you come out your building, you see nothing but oversized tombstones. That's what I call it. You know what I mean? Oversized tombstones is tall buildings. You know what I mean? So, and we used to go at it with other projects, stuff, things of that nature. But I want to touch on something. I'm gonna touch on something about, one of the books, before this book was out, me in newspaper articles, something good, boxing, and then I became more, I became more, uh, um, I became more of I'm gonna say, a voyager, a journeyman. You know what I mean? I started, moving outside of Brownsville. Going to East New York, doing other things. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know other people, other ghetto superstars. You know what I'm saying? That I would hear about. While I was in my projects. So I moved from East New York to Bed-Stuy. You know what I mean? The '90s. I was running around in the '90s. You had some superstars out there. Shout out to Inf, Papa Doc. You know what I'm saying? You know, East New York, you had Tut. You had Young, you had Just, and God, Tone. You had a lot of good. You had people everywhere that was ghetto superstars. But one of the main things I want to touch on is that in 1993, um, I was featured on the front cover of a book called Vill. That's me in a blue and white Yankee hat. Yeah. This book came out in 1993. This was a start. This is like one of the highest points of my life. That I became, I'm gonna say, internationally known. And the reason why I'm gonna tell you that because when the book came out, Spike Lee was very interested in doing all type of movie deals and all that. This was in 1993. 1993. This book was out, and I was featured on the front cover. Now, how I got on the front cover is, if you look at it, how I got on the front cover. Uh, if you look at the picture closely, you will see that no one's looking at the picture. I'm gonna tell you a story why. I'm gonna tell you a story why. At this time, right, it was an author by the name of Greg Donaldson, and I don't know if y'all ever heard of the movie New Jersey Drive, but the star of the movie New Jersey Drive was actually a actor, amateur actor named Sharon Corley. He played the star. He was the star of the movie. He was the main subject of the movie. He had a scar on his face, and he went around, and his movie is about stolen cars. You know what I mean? Carjacking. Well, make a long story short, this book is about Sharon. Sharon. Inside the book, you won't find nothing, no stories about me. That's why I said I want you to understand how I'm going to break the story down to you. So it just so happened, right? I was on a run, for a homicide, and I happened to be standing in the projects of Tilden with a couple of my friends. These dudes, and so we stood there. A group of people was, walking forward towards us, and they looked like police officers, and I was holding. And it was a dangerous situation for me. It was very intense. Because I felt that if they would have somehow paid attention to me more than the unusual, I probably would have fired. May have lost my life. May have killed a few of them. But I was prepared. So I'm prepared. So they approached us. And it was out of the ordinary. And at the time, I didn't know he was a writer. I didn't know he was a professor. I didn't know they was doing a book on a dude from around my way named Sharon. I didn't know none of that. Approached us, say, "Yo, man, do y'all mind? Do y'all mind if we take a picture of you?" Me on a run for a homicide? Absolutely not. And I suggest that you get out of here immediately without further altercation. Please. Exactly what I said. Please. Get out of here. So, they walked away. I don't know how long after, but it wasn't that long after that they walked away, and and we heard a loud shot. Boom! I turned around, I reached, look, and they took a, that's when supposedly, I didn't know then, but supposedly they snapped that picture. I didn't know none of this information till after I got arrested. You understand? So, salute y'all. So, what it is that, what I'm trying to say is that, that was the, that was the beginning of my, I'ma say fame. You heard? So what happened was, right after that, still unknowingly, not knowing that I was on a book cover until like a month later. So what happened was, I lived about my life, was moving state to state, bouncing. Like I said, I was on a run for homicide. They was looking for me for homicide. And I was moving about upstate, Schenectady. I was running with dudes that had the same thing I had, same problem I had, from East New York, you know what I mean? Shout out to Kev Ware, it was crazy, you know what I mean? It was like a wolf pack, you know what I'm saying? So from different type of tribes, you know what I'm saying? Like a wolf story I told you about, but we're gonna get to that later. But make a long story short, so we get to I group up with a couple of dudes, and we all on a run. Basically the same thing, a body. And we wound up going to Schenectady, and we wound up going in the club, and Schenectady called JJ's. And what happened was that one of my friends got into an altercation, and he got hit in the head with a bottle. Somebody smashed him in the head with a bottle on my way. Boom! We all pulled out. It was going to be a massacre. And he begged us not to stop. And I understood why. You heard? We didn't need no more further violence. We was already on a run for violence. And he didn't want no more. He's like, yo, nah, I'm going to hold it down. Let it go. Because frankly, I've never had that discipline to accept that type of challenge that just happened, like in front of me, like what the. And he said no. He begged me not to do nothing. He begged us not to do nothing. And I was like, I kind of understood. It started dawning on me why, because we all already on a run for the same thing. So make a long story short, man, we left. You know what I mean? We left. Somehow, some way, things got separated. And what happened was that I wound up, coming in contact with a few other people, and I wound up being back in Brownsville where everything happened at. So, to make a long story short, what I did was I gave a person, who was a drug addict. I gave her some money so I could stay in her crib. While I was on the run, wash up, eat, boom, bought me a loaf of bread, peanut butter and jelly, some oodles and noodles, crackhead soup, I stayed in there. She didn't tell me that she didn't tell me she already had a eviction notice from last week before I gave her money. So she didn't come back to the house for a couple of days. I was wondering where the fuck she at, But before I know it, I left out the house, and then I wound up, going to 96 and Broadway. I never forget it. And I got hooked up with some, Dominican females who family and peoples had money, and I wound up going up there. They had no idea that I was involved in homicide, or they was looking for me for that. So, I wound up reaching out to my family, They had something like a $20,000 reward on me, and I didn't trust nobody. I ain't trust nobody in my family. And I don't know. But I wanted making a phone call after a month. Bing, I want to call my mother. And then she tells me, you know, oh man, they looking all over the world for you. The reward went up. And they got you on the front cover of a book that called the Vill. They got you on the front cover of a book called the Vill. I said, what? They're like, yeah, it's on TV right now. They talking about on the news. You a suspect in a homicide, and they got your face circled up on a book cover on the news. I said, Mom, what you talking about? What book? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, it was crazy. No, I'm telling you, they got a book. I said, man, you bugging out, man. Boop, I hung the phone up. So I hung the phone up, and I'm frustrated that she told me I was on a book. So I reached over to my mans. I said, yo, my mom said I was on a book. About a poll on a book cover, and they said they're using it as a wanted poster to get my arrest. And the world went up. The reward went up. I said, you serious? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, man. So what happened was, it happened to be a Barnes& and Nobles. Swear to God. It happened to be a Barnes& and Nobles right down a block, somewhere on Broadway in the 90s somewhere. But it's a Barnes & Noble. So I asked, the young lady, I said, yo, y'all know where Barnes & Noble's at? He was like, yeah, we take you to it. It's a bookstore right down the block. So we proceed to walk. So it's me, two of my mans, and three of them, females. So we walk. And no sooner as I get to the door, now mind you, they don't know nothing about me or what I've done. So make a long story short, what happened was I get to the door and I see bookshelves of this book. Right as soon as you come in the door, hot, fresh off the press. And I took one look at that picture and knew for a fact it was me because I remembered the picture. I remembered everybody in the book, on the book. And I was like, these motherfuckers did it. These motherfuckers took my picture. Any fucking way. I told these niggas don't do this shit. Now they got my picture on the book. So everybody came in the store and they picked the book up and it was like, oh shit, the Vill. And they said, yo, that's you. I happen to have the same feline suit I had on in a book. I'm bugging out. Like, oh man. And then I was like, yo, so my man said was like, yo, son, that's crazy. I was like, yeah, So I was like, yo, they knew better not to tell nobody, and you know what I'm saying? They didn't tell anybody and anyone, but the thing was that, I had disappeared without I didn't even know I was gone. I went in a motherfucking restaurant. So, yo, I gotta use the bathroom. While they waited, I went pew out the front door, back door, pew, fuck out of here. I was gone. Never be heard or seen again. You know what I mean? That's the story. I gotta live. I would live for the rest of my life because of this book. Okay. So now, what happened is, I come back. I'm still running around. So I come back to Brooklyn. Right? They got an article out. I read about me. Books got their neighborhood covered. In the Daily News. Books got the neighborhood covered. And I was in an article when they talked about books got the neighborhood covered. It was a bigger article over that says violence in the Vill. Violence in Brownsville. So in this particular article, they was talking about a lady who had the Girl Scout, Mrs. Jones. She had the Girl Scout, whatever. She ran the Girl Scouts in Brownsville. And then you had Dinky who ran the Boy Scouts in Brownsville. Coach Dinky, God bless the dead. And Miss Jones, God bless the dead. She ran the Girl Scouts, he ran the Boy Scouts. And what happened was that they had an article and she was talking in an article about how she, took the girls and, made them out the beach, to explore different things in life from out of Brownsville. The Girl Scout shit, going to Bear Mountain, learn how to make tents, all the stuff that we went through as a kid when we growing up. Make a long story short, she was in it. And then you had articles about Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe. You know what I mean? Oh, talk about how Mike Tyson came from him. And then they had me. Says Brownsville, hold on. Bouncing the bill, they talking about the shooting, all that. Mike Tyson and Riddick Bowe. Miss Jones talking about bullets that went through her window. And then they got me. Oh, Brownsville, that's what it says. In the same page, they got Brownsville has its critics. I didn't even know what the word critic means. Critic was far-fetched from me. I didn't understand that word or the vocabulary of it. But it says Brownsville got its critics. And it says Kevin Davis, who's recently been featured on the front cover of book, The Vill. Cops and Kids in Urban America is wanted for homicide. And the subsequent investigation tied him to past homicides. And it was a drug case also. They was talking about drugs and boom, boom. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's another article that I was in. And you know, and so now I'm really on a run. I'm really moving like Rambo in the woods. You know what I'm saying? No washing, no eating, no staying on, no trust nobody. Everybody's trying to get this reward. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't trust nobody. I slept on benches in the street like this is crazy, heard? Like in some ways, man, I want to give up. Like, yo, fuck that, let me go. You know what I mean? Because everybody that I came around was either scared or was like a disease, you heard? When the niggas know that with $25,000 and, you know what I'm saying, and they scared. So, you know, nah, you can't trust nobody. So I was alone. I was very alone in this world. You know what I'm saying? Very alone in this world. So you know, but make things more easy, I wanted going back. I had keys to the house that I wanted going back to. So I wanted going back to the house. You know what I'm saying? And I needed some help. Just so happened I seen my cousin. Mad Dog. And he was walking through the projects, and I felt so bad. He was walking through the project with his wife. And I called him out the window, yo, Mad Ball. So I ran downstairs. I go downstairs, you know, he walking with his wife. They just came up from shopping. I said, come here. He said, oh shit, my cuz. You know you always gonna come to this cuz. So he told wife, yo, I'll meet you at the house. So she leaves. She give me she give me that look. Motherfucker, you heard? Because every time we meet him together, we get arrested. That's a fact. You know what I mean? His mom passed away. I got arrested and I found drugs and guns in the house. My mom, when they had me handcuffed to the fucking door in the house, and I had family that came from down south that stayed with us. I jeopardized everybody's life. I was the black seed. I'm handcuffed to the door. My mom's come. You just respected my sister. And hit me with the newspaper. Boom, boom, boom. They took me away. Did 6 months by his probation. But anyway, I went and got back to Mad Ball. I went and got Mad Ball. So, yo, you want to make some money? Let's make some money, Mad Ball. He's like, all right. Say, I'll give you like $250, $300. Yo, $250, $300. Help me bag up some shit. So, all right. So, you know, that's what happened. So now, he goes, yo, while we upstairs, he said, yo, son, they looking for you bad. I said, I know. He said, yo, man, you know they got much money. They got a lot of money on you. So, you know, I'm looking at this thing like I'm ready to buy. I said, yeah. You know, but at that time, we ain't got phones. Nobody had a cell phone, you heard? There was no cell phone. But now he was my hostage, you heard? That was my cousin. But I said, yeah, hostage now. He don't realize he a hostage. Like, what? He said, yeah, man, they got like 25,000 on you. I said, yeah, but you ain't going nowhere now since you want to act like that, you heard? You ain't going nowhere, nigga. You want me back to 6 I'm going to give you 300. Yeah, you know, I'm going to help you get, you know, I'm going to give you 300. But you ain't going nowhere. You can't go nowhere now. Now I got to watch you. Now I got to change my life, think all the type of shit. I got to watch my locations and everything. You know what I'm saying? So make a long story short, man, you know, You know, we wound up banging up, getting our shit together, and boom, we heard a knock at the door. And it wasn't a regular knock. It wasn't a regular knock at all. So I got up, I looked at my cousin, and I nodded my head. I was like, yo, that's the police showing up. I go to the peephole and I look. And it's all black. I can't see this. So I thought somebody was trying to shoot through the door, so I ducked. What the fuck? And then boom, 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 boom. You open the door. Someone told on me. I knew exactly who it was. I see him till this day. You heard? It had to be, he was the last person to see me go in that apartment. But I ain't gonna put his name out there. It's old shit. You heard? But make a long story short, so they banging on the door. I'm not letting them in. So I start running around the house like, yo, son, you know, we got vests. I got vests. I got bullets. I had no gun though at the time. I had vests. I had mad bullets, boxes of bullets. So I'm like, yo, we gotta get rid of this. You know, we gotta get rid of this drugs. You know? We took all the stuff. We tried to flush down the toilet. So by the time we tried to do that, I locked myself in the bathroom, flushed, exactly. You know, I tried flushing it, and it came back up. But the thing was, my cousin just stood at the kitchen table and just, you know, let him wrestle. But I was in the room. I had enough time to, you know, I tried to jump out the window from the fourth floor, through the bathroom window. They want to bust in the bathroom and they grab me, you know, but they don't know who I am. They don't know who I am. That's the weird shit about it. So what happened was, I get arrested, and boom, they arrested me, boom, what the fuck? They tried to take as much of drugs they could out the toilet. So, you know, they asked me my name. I'm like, my name Keith Williams, you heard? So what's your name? Keith Williams, all right. Boom, so, you know, they take us down to the precinct. So the whole time I'm in the van with my cousin, I'm like, yo, you don't know nothing about me. My name is Keith Williams, that's it. You don't know nothing about me. He was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I said, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right. So, you know what I'm saying? They separated us. So they had me in the pens for hours. They come back with a statement saying my cousin wrote a statement out saying that I had shot someone 20-something times, you know, and that I hit the gun in an apartment building in Brownsville. Crazy. So I told them I'm not stupid, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to belittle nobody. It's my cousin. He at that time, he was not educated, and there was no way in the world he wrote the statement out. I knew that. So they made him sign his name, which he probably only knew how to do. But write the statement out, he didn't. The cops did it. But make a long story short, I wound up going to jail. We wound up going to Rikers Island. You know? No. Yeah, we wound up going to jail. After he wrote the statement out, they showed it. I was like, the fuck out of here. We wound up going to Rikers Island. So we go to Rikers Island. And what happened was, now I skipped the whole part. I'm bugging out. When I first went in, that's why I'm bugging out. That's why my name remained Keith Williams. No, when I went there, the arresting officers was there. What happened was, that's why I'm bugging out. They arrested me. We went to the precinct, and what happened was, they took my finger, but I messed my prints up, and that's when I became Keith Williams. Now the problem with that was, I got a whole new first offender case. It was my first offense. You know what I'm saying? I know it wasn't, but it was at that time. It was my first offense because I messed my fingerprints up. What happened was that we got on our way out to the court building. They was taking us out in the court building. Me and my cousin. The cops was really nice to us. oh, you're gonna be released tomorrow on your own because it's only your first case, boom, boom. And I was like, it was true. So when we went to go out the building, what happened was homicide pulls up. I never forget this motherfucker, Detective Desmond from the 75th precinct. He pulls up and then he goes, yo, where you taking Mr. Davis at? That's when the cop was like, no, that's not Mr. Davis, that's Mr. Williams. He said, that's who we've been looking for homicide for the past 4 months. And he was like, what? And, you know, and then they went wild on me. Hey, Ball's newspaper beat me right in front of East New York, in East New York, where I was at, in East New York. Broad daylight, everybody outside, they beat me up. Boom, 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 fuck out of here, boom, boom. So that's when they took me back in and recharged me. So now they question me about homicide. Actually not question me, question him. They're trying to make him, that's when they wrote the statement and said, well, your cousin said you did it, and whatever the case may be. They try to make me believe that he wrote a statement against me. And I was like, he ain't write no statement because he can't write. He can't read or write. So y'all lying, y'all bugging. So that's when they wrote they made him sign his signature. That shit was crazy. They made him sign a signature. And then that's when I got charged with the homicide. So now I go to the booking downtown. I get charged, you know, with second degree murder for this body, and he gets charged as well because you know they said I had co-defendants or whatever the case may be, and they figured he was one of the co-defendants, and that's crazy because in the statement he implicated himself. He was there with me when I did it. That was a lie. But make a long story short, that was crazy. So we get charged, and we go to Rikers Island, and I'm telling them like, yo, you know you implicated yourself by saying that I told you you don't know nothing. Fuck. You crazy, bug. You got these motherfucking crackers switch you and shit. He's like, yo, I don't know. I said, I know. Don't worry about it. You're going to be all right. You heard? You know, so, you know, now they got an article out. I go through the system. I go to Brooklyn House, and now I'm on TV for like 2 days straight. You know, oh, we got the book, boom, boom, yeah. The book got his neighborhood covered. We got the, you know what I'm saying, Killer Cab, and boom, boom, and you know what I mean, he lived up to his nickname, and you know, they got all these articles coming out every day. The police will bring me the newspaper every day while I'm on the 9th floor in Brooklyn House. They bring me the fucking articles about me every day. I got tired listening to the publicity, you heard? I got tired listening to all type of, you know, lies and stories and stuff about me. That's basically it, you know what I'm saying? It was just, you know what I'm saying? It was just too much. It was too much to soak in, you know? So, you know, with that said, man, it was like, you know, what I did was, during the proceedings, I asked for, in my hearings, I asked for an arresting officer. And what happened was when the incident happened, the officer was there. And when the officer came, I was actually there, you know, when the homicide took place, and I put myself there, and I put the officer there I was talking to about, you know, someone, you know, shooting, and it fucked him up. So he's like, what happened? I said, man, I want to subpoena the officer. The officer remembered me because I was talking to him. He wrote it down on paper, yeah. I talked to him. A lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying? And then the motherfuckers, you know what I mean? And the officer said, yo, I did talk to Mr. Davis at the scene of the crime, but I'm not willing to testify for him. I'm not willing to testify for the DA neither, because it would have made him look stupid. That he can't tell them that I was there talking to him and I had a gun. So I stood at the scene of the crime when it happened. And therefore, I subpoenaed him to verify that I had a scene of the crime. Was that me you was talking to? Yes, he said. Yes, that was him I was talking to. You know, and no, he didn't have a gun. So, bing, that's when they came up with all type of other theories about, wait, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. It was good, you heard? I was good, you know what I mean? But I wound up copping out to it. You know, I wound up Later on down the line, I wound up copping out to it. I wound up copping out to, a bid, you know, 10, at least 10, 15, something like that. I copped out to it with some other concurrent issues, that I had. It wasn't just the body I had. I had other concurrent issues, reckless endangerment, attempt, assaults. I just put all that shit together. They put all that shit together, ran it concurrent under my highest bid. That's what they do. I cop out to a 10 to 20. They'll put everything and run it concurrent with it. That's what they used to do back in the days. You know what I'm saying? So that's the moral of the story, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm official. What happened with my cousin? He got dismissed from the case. They recharged me. They threw my indictment out, recharged me only with second-degree murder. They threw my cousin off. His lawyer was good. His statement was, they found out it wasn't him. They didn't pick him out in Atlanta. They lied about that. So boom, I took the rap for it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And I started, as the time went on in prison, I had all type of, I felt like a lab rat. Had all type of interviews trying to, 2020, try to interview me. All these other, writers and reporters, try to come to Elmira. Try to come to Rikers Island and interview me. You know what I mean? It was crazy. So, I had to, I refused a lot of these reporters. I refused to talk to anybody about what I done, you know what I'm saying, or what happened with my case, you know what I'm saying? I know I was the only one. I'm the one, you know what I'm saying? I took everything, you know what I'm saying? Faithfully, you heard? You know what I mean? So basically that's pertains to this book. That's the rodeo for this book. Certain articles I was explaining to you about, you know what I'm saying, that made had some type of exposure to my future, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still, I still go through it with the publicity, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still publicizing a lot of things. I'm mentioning a lot of rap records, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Life is, life got a world of wind, you heard? With me, you know what I mean? Tornadoes, hurricanes, things of that nature. But, I gotta say that, during my time being incarcerated, it made me a changed person, and I began reading a lot of books, and a lot of books that I began to read dealt with a lot of characters, and these characters is what I read in the book. I've never met them before, never even heard of them, and I thought about it that even when I was taught in school, like with social economics and social studies, that we may have came across the names of these people when it came to history. So, when I went to jail, I became more in tune with history, more in tune with characters and how they, formulated, their way of life as far as, taking over countries, psychological warfare, you heard, and what they did to, minimize their least actions and they most ferocious, killings. So you gotta, I found finding that shit very intriguing because now I'm dealing with prison, and in prison you gotta hold some type of, mental, psychological warfare, and that's what that was about, as well as physical. You know what I mean? You had to be bold. You couldn't hesitate and you couldn't procrastinate. You know what I mean? And it was dangerous if you did. So I grew up fast in jail. You know what I mean? So I began reading a lot of books. I began implementing them and putting them shits in perspective as I was in my early stages on Rikers Island and then going upstate, and it was crazy, So that's just the beginning stages of of me becoming who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not someone. I'm not used to. But I don't feel as though that I'm bigger, smarter, stronger than a lot of other people. I live a modest life. I'm a modest person. I'm simple. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't. I don't take shit for granted. I don't take shit. Period. I try not to take shit. You know what I mean? And it's a problem if I do. It's a big problem if I take shit. Because I don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? And and it's not. And that's just how I was raised. You know what I mean? I was raised to. I was very raised strict. I was strict. My mom was strict. And I came in the house with a loss. I had to go out and fight till I won. And that was it. She didn't accept losses. So it made me fight harder. You know what I mean? It made me become more meaner. You know what I mean? I became more strict with everything around me. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my way of growing up. You know what I mean? This is my mother work, really. This is my mother work. Some people like, well, that's my work. You heard? Like when a nigga put it like, you ain't got influence on people, nigga say, well, that's my work. Yeah, that nigga going crazy. And he's like, dude, that's my work. This is my mother work. This is my mother work. My mother was the same way. You know what I mean? She did. She protected us as cubs. And she was, and she would, she was very, very fierce. And very fierce parent growing up. And she didn't tolerate losses. You know what I'm saying? So, what I mean? I still go through, I got another book I want to explain to you, but it's going to be on another chapter. It's going to be on my next. That's going to be, first you had the Vill. I gave you a short story on the Vill, how it all came about. And then I go to prison, and how, when I go to jail, and when I went to Brooklyn House, to go to Rikers Island. This is the early 90s, the early 93. It was June I got arrested. Somewhere May or June I got arrested in 93. And how, from my stages of, going to jail, fight my cases, and still valid inside Rikers Island, because of, a lot of beefs, that was going on, dealing with the black and Hispanic race, you know what I'm saying? That was going on at the time, and, and that's what formulated the Bloods. Like, I was one of the original was the Bloods. Well, we're going to get into that later, you heard? That's an interesting story. That's an interesting story, you know what I'm saying? Very interesting, you know what I mean? But, so, it is what it is, man. I was on an island for like, this is no lie. I ain't get a number till, well, I got a number in 94. You heard? I got a number in 94. But that wasn't it. You go up, you get a number, and you come back down. Because I have other cases. So I went up, I copped out to a case, boom, boom. I blew trial to a case, and I still had another assault and then a body. Then I went up, you know what I'm saying? They left the body for last. And set up, boom. I copped out to that case. They ran the first case current, you know what I mean? So I went back up north. Now I still got the body left. So now I went back up north, wound up running into my old lawyer that I had in '88, and came back down and gave me a good deal. And that's when I copped out to the 10, to the 20. But yeah, I went up, came down. You know, I was finished with everything in 96. 96, I was finished with all my cases. For 3 years, I've been on Rikers Island back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they bring you up and down when you have cases. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, they did that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But yeah, so another story is that, you know, I read, this is my Bible right here. Well, one of my Bibles, you know. It's called The Laws of Human Nature. To me, it's like to me, it's a study guide. You heard? Keeps me sharp. Like I don't look at TV so much. I don't look at TV so much. But I love to read. I like to keep sharp to the point where it makes my own self nervous. I get my own self paranoid. But it's a good thing. Because I live much better. And I breathe much better. I feel much better. What's up, Nadine? How you doing? Computer love, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But it's a good habit. It is a good habit, you know, to be more paranoid than not to be. You heard? I'm for real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Which book you got, Nadine? What's up, Remo Matt Turk? Salute. Discipline isn't hard. Discipline isn't hard. Salute to Denver, Colorado. You know what I mean? It isn't hard. Hold on. It's not hard. All right, my bad. Discipline isn't hard, man. You know, it's the laws. It's laws. I never smoked cigarettes, none of that, so I never smoked cigarettes. I had no good lungs for that. Vancouver, what's up? Wise Brim, what's up, man? Glad you could join me, you heard? Glad you could join me, man. It's all good, man. You know what I mean? There's dogs out there, that's what's up. Salute from Staten Island, definitely SI. Shout out to SI, man. Shout out to SI. Tyree Garland. Yeah, I know about Haas. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Red and PA, that's what's up. Thank you. Facts. I don't want to give y'all too much, because I got so much, you heard, to give, you heard? Samoan, salute KK. That's what's up. Coney Island, shout out to Coney Island. Yeah, I remember back in the days, man. Coney Island dudes. My son I don't know if y'all know, but he's a legend out there in Coney Island, man. Um, Ephraim, my son Ephraim, my other son Black C, word, and a Spanish kid named Sergio. They was locked up with me back in the 80s from Coney Island, you heard? They was some stand-up dudes. You know what I mean? Stand-up dudes and shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So hopefully, man, you know, everything's good, man. Everything's good. Yeah, man. So you know, it ain't where you from. You know, it's where you at, man. You know they got real niggas everywhere. They got real niggas everywhere, man. So, you know what I mean? Fact. Shout out to Sergio, you heard? I got some new food. I got some new food. I got some new foods. I mean, you food hoodies coming. You heard? Salute for Far Rockaway. You heard? Facts. You heard? Yeah. Yeah. You know, I just wanted to touch on something. You know, I want to do a little session sometime. You know, some calisthenics for y'all, some boxing shit. Hit the mitts, bing. You know what I mean? I might have my wife hold the boxing mitts, you know. Me and her used to train, you know. It was crazy because I remember back in the days, I remember my wife since she was young. I was young. And, you know, she supported me boxing. So, you know, when I boxed, when I trained, she trained with me. You know what I mean? You know, it was kind of hard at first, you know, I used to hump a lot, you know what I mean? And that shit do take away your legs when you hump, you heard? So what they did, they used to send me to training camp. So now I had to go to training camps for a certain amount of weeks prior to my fight. They would isolate me somewhere like in Catskills or upstate somewhere in New York. And I eat right, I sleep right, and I train right, and no sex. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, you know? But it helped me fight, it helped me become a better man. Fight helped me become a better man. So you know that was the essence of it. So I just give you a brief story. Yeah, I knew Mike Tyson very well, you heard? I knew Mike Tyson. Got his own podcast. They already told me they try to interview me on the podcast with them too. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. I stopped boxing because I went to prison, man. You know, and I gained a lot of weight. You know, I'm only 5'4", and I'm weighing like 250, 240. You heard? So, yeah, I know. Yeah, he got a dope podcast, so you know, it is what it is, though. Word. So after the Vill, right? I'm gonna just say this briefly. The same author that did the Vill, look his name. This is him. This is him. See that picture? What's his name? See that? Greg Donaldson, right? All right. Look at this. My other book. See it? Hold on. That's the other book that he wrote. We're going to get to this. We're going to get to this. Called Zebra Town. True story of a black ex-con and a single white woman in small town America. You know what I mean? We're gonna get to that in a minute, you heard? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how long I'm supposed to be on here. You know, this is my first one. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to touch on something from the beginning. You know, try to see. I want y'all to try to get used to my personality, my character, my energy. You heard? And hopefully, y'all stay tuned. You know what I mean? Keep me motivated. You know what I'm saying? We all go through our distances and things of that nature. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to stay sharp. You know what I mean? Y'all subscribe to my channel, man. I want the best for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want to give y'all the best. I want y'all to, you know what I mean? I'm not, funny to say this, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think it's so crazy. Y'all become my cult, you heard? Become my cult. I become a cult leader, like, you know what I'm saying? Now we can be in our own world, you hear me? Yo, son. I got 3 degrees and you're my mentor. You know what I'm saying? We gonna blow the channel up. We all gonna blow each other up, you heard? Yeah, we do. We gonna become our own world. You heard? We gonna become our own world. Follow me. You heard? Follow me. We gonna follow me. You know what I'm saying? Kill cat, follow me. You know what I mean? But don't get it wrong. You know, I got children, and they made me soft. Y'all got children, they make you soft. You love children, I love children. You heard? And one of the things that we gotta understand is that my kids have no idea or no part of what my history is like. Like they see me on podcasts, and I don't know if their mother let them listen to this type of stuff, but I'm quite sure my 13-year-old girl, lately, she's been asking me a lot of questions, and it's deep with her because she was born in prison, and her looking at my podcast is different. You know what I mean? And she's been asking me a lot of questions, and it was weird, you heard? And I told her, yo, don't be looking at my shit, you know? And I never had an Instagram in my life. And I remember turning on my phone, and she was doing a dance on Instagram. And it wasn't bad. She was just shaking her butt, but I never see it. She don't dance like, I'll be like, yo, do the oodles, do the new dances that come out, Every time I ask her to dance, she don't dance for me. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I think it's a father thing. They don't, hell no, I ain't dancing in front of you, pops, sure. You know what I mean? But I'll be, you know what I'm saying? But now I can't find her on Instagram because I told her, I said, I seen you dancing. So now now I can't even find her on Instagram no more. But I know she's on Twitter. She's on Twitter. Yeah, I'm trying to tell her. Chicken noodle soup with the toe on the side. She know how to do. She know how to do all this old new shit, but she won't show me. You heard? It's the daughter in the park. Yeah, she blocked me, right? Yeah, she blocked me. She drive me nuts, man. You know what I mean? She made me soft. She didn't make me soft. She just made me love. You heard? You know what I'm saying? But she was born in prison. And sad with her, you heard? She don't remember, but She got a DIN number and all that crazy shit, you heard? A DIN number, all of that. That's crazy, you know what I mean? 2000 9448, and shit crazy. You know, my daughter got a DIN number. You know what I mean? She only 13 years old, got a DIN number. Says bug the fuck out, you heard? You know what I mean? Yeah, they get babies DIN numbers, you heard? Babies get DIN numbers too. You know what's crazy? I tried to file for taxes, and I tried claiming my daughter. I couldn't claim my daughter. The state said, we take care of her. You heard? Department of Corrections claimed her. You heard? Yeah, I couldn't even claim my own daughter. You know what I'm saying? When I filed taxes. That shit was crazy. They was like, nah, the state take care of her. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Shit crazy, though. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can communicate. Of course I can communicate. You know what I mean? Just like the author of the book did a documentary. I want y'all to, if y'all don't know, go to YouTube, right? Type my name up. Just type Kevin Davis, Zebra Town. They're gonna show you a short film of me. You hear me? From the beginning, you know? Yeah, they're gonna show you a short film. You heard? Kevin Davis, Zebra Town. You know what I mean? Kevin Davis, Zebra Town. They'll show you. The film is only like no more than 7-8 minutes, but it's short and strong. You know what I mean? Gives you a lot about my book. You know what I mean? You should. I suggest that. You know what I mean? Y'all look at the trailer. Look at the film. Look at the documentary. It's a good one. You know what I mean? It's a very good one. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fact. Yeah, there's so much things that I want to put out there, but I know I got to save some of this shit for later. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to go through, Nah, but I want to start training you know. I just want to take y'all through, a little bit of history from the beginning, growing up in Brownsville, boxing, shooting, fab, whatever case, the drugs and all that, you know what I'm saying? And how I came about, in a book. The start of that book, being on the cover of that book, has been a legacy for me to continue to live forever. I mean, for a long time. Nobody lives forever, but that's my legacy. And it became my legacy after the book was written, after prison, and other things. You know what I mean? So, that's just basically what I'm giving you the beginning of stages, you heard? The Vill, that's right. I got you. Salute, Fredo. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta get used to this. Oh. All right, Nadine. Perfect. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But I think that's about it for now. I'm gonna see if I could. What's the super chat? I don't know what a super chat is. I'm kind of new to this shit. They're gonna have to help me. They're gonna have to help me too. Um, I got a PayPal. I got a PayPal you can donate money to. I got a Cash App you can donate money to. I don't know. I don't. Um, I don't know how to. I don't. I wouldn't even. Somebody set it up for me. Somebody set it up for me, but I don't know. I know I have to monetize that. You heard? I'm gonna have to get. See what I got in front of me. I just learned. I'm trying to learn how to do this. I'm trying to learn how to do this. You heard? But I don't. Yeah, I gotta monetize it from here. You know what I'm saying? But doing steps, small steps. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this shit together. I'm getting tired of asking Flip for help. I don't like he got so much shit going on. You know, I want to shout out to Lloyd Banks too. I, I want to shout out to Lloyd Banks. I want to shout out to Yummy. I want to shout out to these two girls. You heard? Um, they got their own little platform too. Reach the Hood Talk. You know what I'm saying? And our friend Q. You know what I'm saying? They got their own little platform too. You know what I mean? And hopefully I'm trying to build my platform up. So I mean, hopefully I can build my station up so I can go forward like they go forward. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of real people. I know a lot of real people. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just don't like Flip put me in a good position, lead me to a certain extent to how to monopolize things so it can benefit me. So I just don't like calling them a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't like calling them every time I got a problem and shit and get a headache. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a headache. Like fuck that shit. You know what I mean? I got some people that help me like Yummy and sometimes my wife. You know what I mean? Sometimes people help me. But I got a dude that's really good that's gonna come down tomorrow. He's gonna help me do the laptop so I can monetize it more better. You know what I'm saying? Hey Yummy, people asking me where they can donate at. I don't know nothing about the YouTube, so you know how to. I don't care about that. Yeah, I know it is. Oh, okay. Right. Right. Slow, slow. Damn, I don't know it offhand. Hold on. Damn. I, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know how to do it right now. I have to close all this out. I'm gonna have to close all this out, you heard? And if you want to donate, you know what I'm saying, you can donate. I'm not starving for money, not at all. But um, my Cash App account is Brownsville in the building, all right? Hoopo, Yupo. All right, let me see, man. Let me see something. I don't know, son. You heard? I don't know. I don't know. There's too much shit for me right now. My brain is overload, you heard? Good looking anyway if you want to donate, but not tonight, you heard? You know what I'm saying? My cash app is, I got nothing in it. Yummy. I don't care about that shit, man. We do that shit another time. They want to know about my cash app and, you know what I'm saying, or PayPal, whatever, you know what I'm saying, try to donate, but I do that another time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not in a rush, you heard? So, you know, this, I'm going to close it out. This is the beginning stages, you know. I may sound a little off, a little groggy or whatever, you know, I'm kind of tired. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like to do things like this. Salute Kev, ain't starving, he keeping it ready. Word, I ain't starving, fuck all that. Say that shit for later. But my thing is this, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the offer. I appreciate, you know, donation. But, you know, I ain't starving. But tomorrow I try to make it a better, you know, make it more obvious, you know, if you can, you know, do it, if y'all want to donate, whatever. But, you know, my thing is, you know, I'm trying to give you you know, tomorrow might be a better day. This is my first, you know, I'm not, I started late at night, so I've been up all day running around, so boom. You know what I mean? But we're going to make it happen tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to give you all the, you know, the beginning stages of, you know, how, you know, I came about, you know, who I am. You know what I'm saying? You know, fighting, come from Brownsville, you know, 336 Blake Avenue, apartment 6E, you know what I mean? So, Mother Gaston, you know, and growing up, you know, single mother, baby sister, you know what I mean? She fought, I fought. Even if she was winning, I'm still jumping in and fighting, you heard? We used to do the same thing. If I win, I'm still beat, she gonna jump in, you know? That's what brothers and sisters do with shit, you heard? You know what I mean? And if my mom see, she jumping in too, you know what I'm saying? You know, I used to feel bad for kids. My mom used to hit motherfucking kids. She used to jump in too. You heard? She was crazy and shit, you know, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? Ironside legend, shout out. You heard? Salute, salute. You heard? Facts. Salute. Facts. So, you know, yeah, just want to give you a brief, you know, you know, something, you know, something that you can, y'all can all relate to. You know what I'm saying? You know, I came up. You know what I mean? I really didn't go into too much details about it, but, you know, kind of tired, skipped a lot. I wanted to say more, but skipped a lot. I don't know how you donate on here, bro. That's why I was like, man, I say that shit for another day, you heard? Sorry. You know what I mean? I'll be back, you know what I mean? You still like that? I'm gonna have a cash that info tomorrow. Nah, I'm not hungry for donations. I ain't really come up here to, you know, to. I want more folks to relate to me more. You heard? I need people to relate to me, understand that. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, people know for who I am, because you know the world got it different. You heard? You know, I mean, you know, if everybody seen Queen's Flip, you know, they made me seem like I was barbaric, that I'm not human, that I don't carry such emotions. But I've been home since 2003. I've been home since 2003. I just be on the low. You know what I'm saying? You know, what I mean? I don't let, you know, like I said before, man, you know, blood didn't never made me. I made blood. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into another subject about that later, but yeah, blood didn't make me, I made blood. You know what I'm saying? And we all, I'm a foundation. I'm the foundation of, the first generation. So therefore, as an adult, so therefore I got a lot of responsibilities. I may not have a lot of control over a lot of dudes or people, but I hold a certain type of energy. And at least some little bit could help if I couldn't, you heard? Just a little bit. I can help, just a little bit. If I have some type of effect on me, just a little bit, that's good, you heard? Knowledge is a seed, you heard? So, I gotta be mindful, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be mindful about, who I am, you know what I'm saying? And I really didn't hit me yet and soaking yet. Because I don't see myself as being abnormal. I see myself being normal. Not abnormal, but normal. You understand what I'm saying? So, I gotta, sometimes these parables gotta be soaked into our brain. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever want to seem too unique of a person because then you bring power and then that brings eyes. And then the eyes bring who? The feds and all that shit. So I don't promote violence. I do not promote violence. I will not promote violence. I will not promote threats. I'm not with threats. I'm not with all this other. I'm not doing that. It's a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, things, could be seen and heard from in a different manner. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to agree. Everybody's not going to. It's going to applaud you in the audience. And you're going to have, you're going to have your ops, and your cops, you're going to have a lot of motherfuckers on you, You know what I mean? I just try to do that, of course. It's a positive channel, and that's what I want to relate to. I want to relate to this being a very positive channel, and the rats, you're right, and the mouses, and the rabbits, and the ducks, That's a fact, you know what I mean? So, with that said, man, I'm going to call it a night. All right? Maybe I'll be in a better mood, give you a better story. I wasn't really too hyped. I'm glad, because usually when I'm in the story, I get hyped. But I was keen. You know what I mean? I was more keen today because I already went through the day with a lot of, you know what I'm saying? With a lot of things on my mind. But, I just wanted to give a short story out, from the beginning about the book, The Vill. Came out in 1993. And then another book that came out after that, which is Zebra Town, after my stint in prison. I'm going to get to that tomorrow. Okay? Need the food, t-shirts is going to come. It's getting cold, so we're going to make them sweater hoods, We're going to make them sweaters. You know what I mean? You respect that? Huh? Y'all want to take sweaters? That's a fact. Thank you. Looking for the truth. Thank you, Fredo, thank you. Facts. All right, y'all. Much love to y'all. Remember, salute, you heard? Stick with me. Stick with me, you heard? We're going to make this happen, you hear me? This is our world, not just my world. Yo, this is our world. Everybody that's on here is our world. Y'all with KK. You heard? That motherfuckers here. Y'all with KK. This is our world. You heard? Love you too, you heard? Love you too. You know, I'm telling you, man, we gonna become a cult, you heard? They gonna be like, yo, these motherfuckers is unique. They not of this world. They above this world, you heard? Yo, salute. Yo, keep me posted, y'all. You heard? All right, man. Who fool? You fool, nigga. Stay solid. You fool, you heard? Yo, Yummy. Salute. Talk to you in a minute, you heard? Nah, I ain't gonna bring everybody home. Everybody don't supposed to come home, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Facts. All right, I'm out of here. I love y'all. Y'all love y'all. You heard? Facts. Salute. Big.